You won't believe this about the Milky Way. Launched in December 2013, the Gaia mission, spearheaded by the European Space Agency, is revolutionizing our understanding of our galaxy. Imagine a spacecraft designed to measure the positions and movements of over 1 billion stars with mind-boggling precision. Gaia is doing just that, mapping the Milky Way in 3 dimensions to help scientists peel back the layers of its history. By gathering detailed data on star positions, distances, and motions, it allows researchers to explore how the galaxy formed and evolved over billions of years. This incredible project reveals the complex dance of stars, providing insights into the birthplaces of new stars and the remnants of ancient ones. As Gaia collects data, it continues to reshape our view of the universe, helping us answer fundamental questions about where we fit in the cosmos. What other secrets will Gaia unveil about our galactic home? Most people don't know this, but dust mites live in your bed. These tiny microscopic creatures thrive in the cozy warmth of our mattresses, making them the ultimate unwelcome guests. Dust mites are not just a figment of your imagination. They are very real and feed on the dead skin cells we shed every single night. That's right. As you sleep, you unknowingly provide a feast for these tiny critters. Research shows that the average person loses about 1.5 grams of skin each day, creating a perfect buffet for thousands of dust mites in your mattress. While they are harmless to most people, for those with allergies or asthma, these little guys can trigger some serious reactions, including sneezing and itchy eyes. Regularly washing your bedding and using dust mite-proof covers can help keep these tiny roommates at bay. So are you ready to take back your bed from these pesky intruders? Experience the excitement of Norway's Russetid celebration. Each year, high school seniors in Norway embark on a thrilling week-long festivity known as Russetid. This vibrant celebration marks their graduation and is a time filled with joy, social gatherings, and unforgettable moments. Starting typically in late April, students don distinctive red or blue overalls, known as russeklær, which instantly bond them as a community. The festivities include parties, parades, and various fun challenges, from singing to playful pranks. Students also often hire buses and create elaborate themes for their groups, leading to a delightful and colorful spectacle as they drive through towns, blasting music and celebrating together. During this time, seniors embrace both the exhilaration of finishing high school and the bittersweet feeling of saying goodbye to their school years. It is a unique tradition that fosters friendship and connection, making it a rite of passage in Norwegian culture. So are you ready to join in the fun and learn more about this amazing celebration? Believe it or not, 3 countries meet here. The Tres Fronteras, or Triple Frontier, is a remarkable site where Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay converge, marked by the stunning confluence of the Iguazu and Paraná rivers. This extraordinary geographical location boasts breathtaking vistas, bringing together lush greenery, majestic waterfalls, and a vibrant ecosystem filled with colorful fish and chirping birds. However, the area's captivating beauty belies its darker side, as it is known for elevated levels of criminal activity. The closeness of these 3 nations generates a rich tapestry of cultures and economies, yet it also gives rise to challenges such as smuggling and organized crime. Tourists flock to this remarkable region not only for the iconic Iguazu Falls, but also for thrilling adventures in the nearby jungles. While the landscape invites exploration and joy, it's crucial to stay informed about local safety issues. The Tres Fronteras stands as a compelling testament to how nature and human endeavors intertwine, showcasing both the wonders and complexities of our world. Isn't it fascinating how something so visually stunning can be home to such significant challenges? Have you ever wondered why sailors pray underwater? The Christ of the Abyss is an extraordinary 8-foot-tall sculpture submerged beneath the waves, representing hope and prayer for those navigating the seas. Crafted by the artist Guido Galletti in 1954, this stunning piece of art stands in the Mediterranean Sea near the Italian town of San Frutuoso. It was installed to honor a local diver who died attempting to salvage a sunken ship. When divers and visitors explore its underwater realm, They often feel a sense of awe and peace, as if the statue is watching over them. Made from bronze, the sculpture has developed a beautiful green patina over the years, blending seamlessly into its aquatic habitat. It's not just a tourist attraction. The Christ of the Abyss serves as a poignant reminder of the connection between humanity and the ocean, inviting onlookers to reflect on their relationship with both sea and spirituality. Ever wonder how smart Neanderthals really were? Recent discoveries reveal that these ancient humans were more intelligent than we once believed. Neanderthals crafted complex spears, showcasing their ability to create advanced tools for hunting. What's more, evidence suggests they may have hunted in teams, similar to how modern elite military units operate. This team-based strategy indicates that Neanderthals possess strategic thinking skills far beyond simple survival. They likely communicated and coordinated their efforts, which would have required a level of social organization and intelligence we once thought only belonged to Homo sapiens. So, next time you think about our prehistoric relatives, remember that Neanderthals weren't just primitive creatures. They were capable, intelligent beings who adapted to their environment in ingenious ways. Discover the extremes of human cells. Did you know that sperm cells and egg cells, also known as ova, represent the smallest and largest cells in the human body? Sperm cells are incredibly tiny, measuring only about 0.05 millimeters long, enabling them to swim swiftly through fluid to reach an egg. In contrast, egg cells are much larger, with a diameter of approximately 0.1 millimeters, making them visible to the naked eye. These two types of cells are crucial for human reproduction, with sperm carrying half of a man's genetic information and the egg containing the other half from a woman. When they unite, they form a zygote, the first step toward creating a new life. Understanding these extremes not only highlights the fascinating diversity among human cells, but also reveals how intricately our bodies are designed to ensure the continuation of our species. Are you surprised by their size difference? Guess what really drives the temperatures on HD 189733b? This exoplanet is a scorching marvel, with temperatures soaring beyond 1,700 degrees Fahrenheit, 930 degrees Celsius. Imagine a place so hot that even metals would vaporize. When viewed from afar, HD 189733b dazzles with a stunning sapphire blue hue, hinting at a beauty that belies its true nature. However, this planet's allure quickly fades as we learn more about it. With winds reaching speeds of up to 5,400 miles per hour, more than 7 times the speed of sound, the atmosphere is a chaotic storm of superheated gas and glass, shattering like shards in its fierce gales. This extreme environment creates conditions that are utterly hostile to life as we know it. While scientists study such worlds to understand planetary formation and evolution, HD 189733b reminds us of the incredible diversity of our universe. Some places are breathtakingly beautiful, yet utterly unlivable. Ever thought about why Scotch whiskey is so popular? Every year, over 1 billion bottles of Scotch whiskey are sold worldwide, making it a favorite for celebrations like weddings and birthdays. This iconic drink has a rich history and diverse flavors, appealing to many people. Most premium Scotch whiskies are aged between 12 and 21 years, allowing them to develop complex flavors that whiskey lovers appreciate. The aging process takes place in oak barrels, which adds to the whiskey's character and depth. Scotch is not just a drink, it's a significant part of Scotland's identity. In fact, it stands as Scotland's top export, contributing around 10% of the country's sales abroad. This international love for Scotch showcases the craftsmanship and tradition behind each bottle, which is often made using water from local springs and barley harvested nearby. It's no wonder that Scotch whiskey is a staple at celebrations and special occasions, bridging gaps between friends and families. Whether you savor it neat or in a cocktail, Scotch whiskey truly brings a bit of Scotland into your glass. Can you believe China will have 1,000 humanoid robots? By 2026, China plans to deploy an impressive 1,000 humanoid robots designed to assist in homes and factories. This initiative reflects China's ambition to integrate advanced technology into everyday life, making tasks easier and more efficient. These robots are not just any machines. They are programmed to perform various functions, ranging from household chores like cleaning and cooking to automating industrial processes in factories. The development process involves cutting-edge artificial intelligence and robotics, making these humanoids capable of understanding human commands and even learning from their environments. Imagine having a robot that can anticipate your needs or smoothly handle complex tasks at work. As these humanoid robots enter the market, they promise to change the way we live and work, leading to a future where humans and robots collaborate closely. How will this shift in technology impact our daily lives and jobs? Is it really true that marimbas create magical music? The marimba is a unique percussion instrument known for its warm, melodic tones that fill the air with joy and rhythm. Made from wooden plates and resonators, it produces sound when you strike its keys with drumsticks, creating captivating melodies. While the marimba has African origins, it has become a vibrant part of Latin American culture, especially in countries like Guatemala, Mexico, and Costa Rica. These nations celebrate the marimba during folklore festivals, weddings, and various cultural events, demonstrating its deep connection to their heritage. In fact, many local musicians have adopted the marimba in their traditional performances, blending it beautifully with other instruments. The lively rhythms and beautiful sounds can make anyone want to dance. It's fascinating how an instrument can bridge cultures, bringing people together through music. So the next time you hear the enchanting sounds of a marimba, remember its rich history and the joy it spreads across different communities around the world. Let's uncover the truth about Betteridge's law of headlines. This intriguing principle suggests that if a headline ends with a question mark, the answer is probably no. Originating from the world of journalism, Betteridge's law highlights how sensational articles often use questions to grab readers' attention, yet rarely deliver on the implied excitement. For instance, a headline like, "Can eating chocolate make you smarter?" typically signals that the answer will lean towards no, despite its catchy wording. This law serves as a reminder for readers to be skeptical of sensationalized claims, encouraging critical thinking. By understanding the nuances behind such headlines, readers can navigate the abundance of information more wisely. Next time you see a question mark in a headline, consider if it's just a tactic to reel you in rather than a genuine inquiry. Is it really true that cement can be a prank? Joseph Aston, the brilliant inventor of Portland cement, certainly thought so. In a clever twist that showcased his innovative creation, Aston decided to pull a prank on his competitors. He secretly constructed a sidewalk using his new type of cement, confident that its impressive strength would hold up under the test of time and foot traffic. Week after week, people walked over the sidewalk without realizing it was part of Aston's clever ploy. Finally, after weeks of use, Aston revealed his secret, demonstrating just how durable and reliable his Portland cement truly was. This playful yet bold move not only highlighted the quality of his invention, but also outsmarted his rivals, proving that a little creativity can go a long way in the competitive world of construction materials. Hard to believe, but these wooden animals look alive. Crafted with astonishing skill, hyper-realistic wooden animal sculptures are truly a sight to behold. Artists dedicate countless hours to perfecting every detail, from the delicate feathers of a bird to the shimmering scales of a fish. Using tools that range from chisels to drones for precise shaping, these sculptures often astonish viewers with their lifelike appearance. Some pieces even incorporate elements like painted glass eyes to add an extra layer of realism. The craftsmanship involved requires not only a sharp eye for detail, but also a deep understanding of animal anatomy and movement. Many sculptors draw inspiration from nature itself, studying wildlife to capture their essence in wood. These captivating pieces make you stop and stare, blurring the lines between art and reality. Have you ever seen one up close? Prepare to be amazed by the journey of water. Water molecules continuously circulate through Earth's systems, making their way through our atmosphere, oceans, and living organisms. This incredible cycle means that the water you drink today has a rich history. Over millions of years, as water evaporates, condenses, and falls as precipitation, it travels across landscapes, flowing into rivers, lakes, and oceans. It's highly likely that some of the very molecules in your glass have been part of a dinosaur's life, flowing through their bodies billions of years ago. This recycling process ensures that water is always moving, connecting different ecosystems and living beings. So when you sip your drink, remember that you're not just hydrating, you're connecting with an ancient and dynamic history that has supported life on Earth for eons. How cool is that? Can you believe the Champawat tiger's deadly reign? This infamous tiger is responsible for an astonishing 435 human fatalities in Nepal and India, making it one of the most lethal wild animals in history. To put that in perspective, in the past 30 years, bears in the United States have caused an average of just 2 deaths per year, while spiders and snakes contribute 6 and 5 deaths, respectively. The sheer number of lives taken by this single tiger dwarfs the combined toll of all bears, spiders, and snakes during the same period. It highlights the unique and sometimes terrifying interplay between humans and wildlife. What makes the Champawat tiger story particularly chilling is that its attacks were not isolated incidents. Rather, they reflect a pattern of human-wildlife conflict that can occur when natural habitats are disrupted and prey becomes scarce. This tiger wasn't just a predator, it also became a symbol of fear and loss for many communities. The question remains, how can we better coexist with such magnificent yet dangerous creatures? Is it really true that Egypt's first dynasty changed everything? This remarkable period, led by the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt by the famous King Narmer, also known as Menes, was a turning point in history. Around 3100 BC, this unification paved the way for the establishment of a powerful civilization that would last for thousands of years. Key developments emerged during this time, including stunning architectural feats like the construction of the pyramids, which showcased ancient Egyptians' incredible engineering skills. The first dynasty also fostered breakthroughs in writing, introducing hieroglyphics that allowed for record-keeping and storytelling. Mathematics and medicine progressed significantly, with practices still influencing the modern world. This rich cultural and technological legacy continues to spark wonder today. Can you imagine the impact of such innovations on our lives? Is it really true that giraffes are the tallest animals? Giraffes hold the title for being the tallest land animals on Earth, majestically towering over other wildlife. But here's a surprising twist. They have the same number of neck vertebrae as humans, just 7. Each vertebra in a giraffe's long neck is elongated, giving them their impressive height. These gentle giants can reach a staggering height of up to 18 feet. In addition to their height, giraffes are swift runners, capable of sprinting at speeds of up to 35 miles per hour. What's even more fascinating is their unique fur patterns, which are much like human fingerprints. Each giraffe has a distinct coat that helps them recognize one another and avoid confusion in their social structures. Their incredible adaptations not only make them stand out in the wild, but also play a crucial role in their survival. From their towering presence to their speedy strides, giraffes are truly remarkable creatures that continue to awe wildlife enthusiasts around the globe. Here's a wild fact about dog vision. Did you know that dogs see the world quite differently than we do? While human eyes are designed to detect a dazzling array of colors, a dog's vision resembles a muted Instagram filter. This means they primarily perceive shades of blue and yellow, but struggle with reds and greens. Imagine seeing a sunset with fewer vibrant colors. That's how dogs experience their surroundings. Their eyes contain more rod cells, which help them navigate in low light, enhancing their night vision. This unique perspective might make their world feel less colorful, but it grants them incredible abilities in spotting movements and watching out for potential danger. So the next time your dog excitedly runs after a squirrel, remember they might see that energetic little creature in their special, less colorful light. Isn't it fascinating how different our perceptions can be? Can you believe gossiping is illegal in Indiana? This surprising law highlights how some places take community respect seriously. In Indiana, spreading spiteful rumors isn't just frowned upon, it's against the law. These laws reflect a strong cultural push to maintain harmony among neighbors. The state aims to encourage kindness and positive interactions, reminding everyone of the damage that gossip can cause. Instead of tearing each other down with gossip, Indiana encourages its residents to lift each other up and foster a friendly environment. This may sound strange to many, but it serves as a lesson about the power of words. In a world where social media can amplify gossip, Indiana's stance offers an interesting perspective on community values and the importance of maintaining respectful relationships. So next time you hear a juicy rumor, it might just be worth remembering how it could affect others. Did you know ancient Incas washed their hair with cow urine? This might sound strange to us, but it highlights just how resourceful the Inca civilization was. The Incas thrived in the Andean region of South America long before modern shampoos existed, and they had to make the most of available resources. Cow urine, rich in ammonia, served as an effective cleanser for their hair. Ammonia works to break down oils and dirt, leaving hair looking fresh and clean. The Incas believed in using natural substances, often derived from animals or plants, for their everyday needs. While we might opt for coconut oil or herbal concoctions today, the Inca approach illustrates a deep connection with their environment and a clever way to address their grooming needs. Imagine how different their beauty rituals were compared to ours. Even though cow urine may not be a popular choice for hair care now, exploring ancient practices can give us intriguing insights into the cultures that shaped history. What else will we discover about these fascinating civilizations? Have you ever wondered why winter feels magical? There's a unique charm to the winter season that captures our hearts and invites us to revel in its wonders. Snow blankets the earth like a soft quilt, transforming familiar landscapes into enchanting vistas. The air becomes crisp and refreshing, invigorating us as we engage in outdoor activities. In bustling towns and cozy villages, twinkling lights adorn festive markets, luring us to sample seasonal treats and handcrafted gifts. Ski resorts become playgrounds of thrill seekers, racing down powder-covered slopes, while peaceful snowy forests offer serene escapes for those seeking solitude. Gatherings around crackling fires warm more than just our bodies. They foster connections through laughter, storytelling, and shared memories. We enjoy hot cocoa, build snowmen, and partake in lively snowball fights, all while creating lasting bonds with friends and family. Every corner reveals its own winter wonderland, encouraging us to cherish the present moment. Instead of retreating indoors, let's embrace winter's beauty and joy, celebrating both the magic of the season and the warmth of our connections. Ever thought about why some states skip vehicle inspections? It's surprising, but 10 U.S. states actually don't conduct any vehicle inspections. This means they don't check for important safety features, harmful emissions, or even the vehicle identification number, VIN, that helps track a car's history. States like Iowa, Nebraska, and South Dakota are among those that have chosen to forgo these inspections, which can raise concerns about road safety. Without routine checks, there's a higher risk of cars on the road that may be unsafe or polluting the environment. While proponents argue that skipping inspections saves drivers time and money, critics worry it could lead to more accidents and a rise in environmental issues. So, what's your take on this? Should all states require inspections to ensure safer roads and cleaner air? Most people don't know this, but China is vast. With borders stretching over 22,000 miles, China shares its land with 14 different countries, making it one of the most geographically connected nations in the world. Imagine a giant jigsaw puzzle where each piece represents a neighboring country, from Russia to India and from Vietnam to Mongolia. This extensive network of borders highlights not only China's geographical significance, but also its complex international relations. Each neighbor brings unique cultural ties, trade partnerships, and diplomatic challenges. For example, its relationships with countries like India are often marked by border disputes, while trade with nations like South Korea thrives remarkably. Understanding how these connections shape China's role on the global stage provides insights into both local cultures and international affairs. Have you ever considered how these borders impact our daily lives? Did you know about diplophobia and its impact on dining? This uncommon fear, known as diplophobia, can make social situations, like enjoying a meal with friends or family, feel intimidating. Individuals with this anxiety often worry about being judged or criticized for their eating habits, leading them to avoid dining in public or even eating around others. Imagine sitting at a table filled with delicious food while battling nerves and feeling self-conscious about every bite. This intense discomfort can stem from past experiences or a general fear of social interactions, making meals a source of stress instead of enjoyment. For some, it's not just the act of eating in public, but also the idea of sharing that experience with others that triggers their anxiety. Because meals are often social events, diplophobia can isolate individuals, impacting their relationships and social lives. Therapy and support groups can help those affected learn coping strategies. Have you ever felt nervous about eating in front of others? What happened when monkeys met money in 2005? In an intriguing experiment, a psychologist and economist discovered fascinating insights into primate behavior and the early roots of capitalism. They introduced a group of monkeys to a form of currency, coins. The monkeys quickly learned to associate these shiny objects with value, trading them for favors, such as sharing food or grooming each other. This behavior raised eyebrows among researchers, showing that even non-human animals can grasp the concept of trade and value. The experiment demonstrated that the willingness to exchange favors for currency hints at a deeper understanding of social structures and economic principles in animals. This finding challenges the notion that complex financial behaviors are uniquely human and invites us to rethink how we understand economic behavior across species. What else might we learn by studying the animals around us? Hard to believe, but the iMac changed everything. In 1998, Steve Jobs introduced the iMac, a groundbreaking device that transformed how we connect to the digital world. The letter I in iMac didn't just stand for Internet. Jobs described it as a symbol representing individual empowerment, education, and inspiration. This was a bold move at a time when the Internet was just beginning to take off, making the iMac a key player in bringing web connectivity right to people's homes. Its colorful, all-in-one design broke away from traditional computer aesthetics, appealing to everyday users and creatives alike. The iMac wasn't just about looks, it was about making technology accessible and fun. With features that encouraged internet usage, it paved the way for a new era of computing. The influence of the iMac is still felt today, as it helps shape modern design and the way we interact with technology. Can you imagine a world without it? Crackers add surprise to holiday festivities every year. These colorful, tube-like decorations have found a special place on our holiday tables, often packed with paper crowns, quirky riddles, and tiny trinkets. Originating during the Victorian era in England, crackers began as a fun way to enliven Christmas celebrations. They were initially filled with sweets and gifts, but the modern twist includes entertaining novelties and jokes that spark laughter and joy among family and friends. The excitement builds as everyone gathers around, pulling the crackers apart to reveal their treasures. Wearing the paper crowns, guests join in sharing the jokes, creating memorable moments that light up the holiday spirit. So next time you crack one open, remember that it's not just a tradition, it's a celebration of fun and connection that has lasted through the ages. What if I told you about the deadly manchineal tree? This notorious tree found in the Caribbean and parts of Florida is famous for its dangerously toxic sap. Just touching the tree or its milky latex can cause painful blisters on your skin. But that's not all. If you're caught standing under the manchineal tree during a rain shower, the water running off its leaves can carry the toxic sap, leading to severe irritation. People living near these trees have learned to respect their power, using signs to warn others about the hidden dangers. Historically, the manchineal tree was so feared that it was once labeled as the most dangerous tree in the world. Despite its perilous nature, it also plays a role in its ecosystem, hosting various species of wildlife. So while it might look like any other tree at first glance, approaching the manchineal could be harmful. Are you brave enough to admire it from a distance? Ever wondered about the longest one-syllable word? The word screeched has earned the title of the longest one-syllable word in the English language, which may catch you by surprise. This fascinating term is not only a linguistic curiosity, but also showcases how much sound can be packed into a single beat. Imagine a word that conveys a sharp, sudden noise, and you start to understand why screeched stands out. It combines the sounds of S, C, air, ia, cha, and d into one smooth yet punchy utterance. What's even more interesting is how words like this challenge our understanding of syllables and pronunciation. In a language filled with multi-syllable words, finding a one-syllable heavyweight like screeched highlights the richness and complexity of English. Next time you hear a sudden, screeching sound, think about this remarkable word that encapsulates it all. Isn't language just full of surprises? Here's something incredible about Mercury. This small planet has a fascinating twist. A year is actually shorter than a day. Mercury zips around the Sun in just 88 Earth days, meaning that it completes its entire orbit quicker than we can say planet. However, here's the kicker. It takes Mercury a lengthy 176 Earth days to spin around just once on its axis. This unique situation results in one full day-night cycle on Mercury, lasting a whopping 176 days, which is a true mind-bender. Imagine having to wait nearly half a year for the Sun to set again. Because of this odd relationship between its rotation and orbit, Mercury presents astronomers and space enthusiasts with intriguing puzzles about time and motion in our solar system. Many wonder how such a strange and extreme environment shapes conditions on the planet. Isn't the cosmos full of surprises? What makes the manchineel tree so dangerous? This tree, native to tropical regions, has earned the title of the world's most dangerous tree for a good reason. Every part of the manchineel tree, from its tempting green fruits to its bark and leaves, is packed with potent toxins. Just touching the tree can cause severe skin irritation, resulting in painful blistering. If you ever get caught in the rain under its branches, don't be surprised if the sap that drips down irritates your skin. The poison can even result in severe allergic reactions for some and pose serious risks if the fruit is ingested, with symptoms ranging from vomiting to more dire consequences. It's truly a fascinating example of nature's power, displaying how something that appears beautiful can also be deadly. Many locals have learned to respect this tree and avoid it at all costs. Keeping your distance is definitely the best way to enjoy the beauty of the manchineel without getting harmed. So the next time you see a mysterious tree, think twice before getting too close. Hard to believe, but elephants mourn their friend. When conservationist Lawrence Anthony passed away, something extraordinary happened. A group of wild elephants he had rehabilitated showed up at his home in South Africa to honor him. These gentle giants stood in silence for 2 whole days, visibly distressed by the loss of someone they trusted and loved. This touching scene reveals just how emotionally intelligent elephants can be. Although often viewed as simple animals, research shows they have deep social bonds and remarkable memories. They communicate through various sounds and body language, and they can even empathize with others in their herd. This profound display of grief challenges our understanding of animal emotions and reminds us of the connections we share with all living beings. What do you think about the deep feelings of animals like elephants? Most people don't know this, but Namibia has a unique fashion. In the heart of Namibia, the Herero tribe proudly wears Victorian-style dresses, a fascinating blend of history and culture. This distinctive clothing tradition traces back to the early 20th century when German colonizers occupied the region. Instead of discarding the styles introduced by their former rulers, the Herero people embraced and adapted them. The vibrant, long, puffed dresses, adorned with intricate patterns, tell a story of resilience and cultural identity. Today, during special occasions and gatherings, you'll see women donning these beautiful outfits, often in bright colors and complemented by meticulously designed headwear. This unique fashion choice honors their heritage while also showcasing their creativity and ability to transform history into a living art form. Isn't it amazing how clothing can carry such deep meaning and connect us to our past? Can you imagine that scorpion venom is so pricey? This mysterious liquid holds the title of the most expensive substance on Earth, costing around $39 million per gallon. You might think this is outrageous, but there's a good reason behind the high price. Scorpion venom has incredible medicinal properties, with scientists discovering that it can help fight diseases like cancer and even make anesthesia safer. Harvesting it is no easy feat, though. The venom is collected by effectively milking scorpions, which is a painstaking process that requires great skill and care. Comparatively, printer ink is also known for being surprisingly expensive, but it can't quite rival the staggering cost of scorpion venom. Many researchers believe that as we explore and understand more about these tiny creatures, we may unlock even more medical wonders. So next time you hear about scorpion venom, remember it's not just about the sting, it's about its incredible potential. Guess what really drives Thomas Edison's inventions? It might surprise you to learn that the famous inventor of the light bulb had a fear of the dark. This fear shaped his curiosity and persistence in creating new technologies that would illuminate lives. Edison was born in 1847, and during his childhood, he often found the dark overwhelming. Rather than let this anxiety hold him back, he channeled it into his innovative spirit. His quest for making light more accessible led to incredible achievements, including the creation of the practical incandescent light bulb. This invention transformed how we live, work, and play, making nighttime as bright as day. Edison's fear became a powerful motivator, proving how personal challenges can drive us to innovate and change the world. So the next time you flick on a light switch, remember that a man who feared the dark brought that brightness into your life. Prepare to be amazed by Aaron James' survival story. In 2021, this 46-year-old man faced a life-altering moment when he endured a shocking 700-volt electric shock. The severity of the incident left him with serious facial injuries, but Aaron's journey didn't end there. With expert medical care, he fought through the trauma and began to reclaim his life. Remarkably, he regained his sense of smell, which had been lost due to the accident, and he improved his ability to eat, making everyday tasks much easier. This amazing recovery not only boosted his physical health, but also his overall happiness and well-being. Aaron's experience stands as a beacon of hope, illustrating how determination and support can lead to remarkable healing. His story encourages others who face challenges, reminding us all of the strength we can find within ourselves when adversity strikes. You might be shocked to learn that HAARP isn't just a conspiracy. The High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, or HAARP, is situated in Gakona, Alaska. It's designed specifically to study the ionosphere, which is the atmospheric layer that plays a vital role in radio communication and navigation. HAARP utilizes powerful technology to emit extremely high-frequency radio waves, allowing scientists to understand more about how the ionosphere behaves. Unfortunately, this advanced technology has sparked numerous conspiracy theories claiming HAARP has mind control or weather manipulation capabilities. Many people are curious about the secretive nature of its operations, but the truth is, HAARP is primarily focused on scientific research. By learning more about the ionosphere, researchers can improve global communication systems, making our connections stronger and more reliable. So next time you hear wild stories about HAARP, remember that it's all about science and discovery. Here's what actually happens when you trace ancestry. Remarkably, research indicates that 95% of Europeans can trace their maternal lineage back to just 7 women who roamed the earth between 10,000 and 45,000 years ago. This fascinating discovery comes from mitochondrial DNA studies, which analyze the genetic material passed down through mothers. Mitochondrial DNA is special because it's inherited only from our mothers and can reveal deep insights into our ancestry. Scientists have connected these ancient women to many of us today, suggesting that a small pool of early mothers gave rise to the diverse populations we see in Europe now. This means that even if you come from different backgrounds, many of us share connections through these ancestral mothers. Isn't it incredible to think about how interconnected we really are across thousands of years? What stories do these ancient women carry within our genes? Guess what really drives how we write? In the Arabic language, writing flows from right to left, which is quite different from many other languages like English, French, or Spanish that go from left to right. This unique direction can surprise those who are accustomed to the Western writing systems. Have you ever tried writing with your left hand? Arabic script is not just about direction. It has its own beautiful calligraphy style that makes it an art form. The curves and loops of Arabic letters create stunning visuals when written. This right-to-left writing also affects how people read signs, books, and even digital content. Understanding this difference can help bridge cultural gaps and improve communication with Arabic speakers. So the next time you see Arabic text, remember this fascinating twist in how languages can shape our world. What if I told you dolphins can see themselves? A 2001 study revealed that these intelligent creatures have a unique ability to recognize their own reflections, even noticing changes like lipstick marks on their bodies. This fascinating behavior suggests that dolphins are capable of self-awareness, a trait that was previously believed to be limited to humans and chimpanzees. The researchers performed the mirror test, where an animal must use a mirror to identify a mark on its body. Dolphins not only passed but also showed curiosity and engagement with their reflections. This discovery expands our understanding of animal intelligence and challenges the notion of self-awareness being exclusive to a few species. It raises exciting questions about the emotional and cognitive lives of dolphins and other animals. If dolphins can recognize themselves, what else might they understand about their world? Is it really true that 6666 connects to casinos? The number 6666 has a mysterious reputation, often viewed with fear and superstition, especially as it is linked to the concept of the devil in popular culture. Interestingly, if you add up all the numbers on a roulette wheel, the total equals 666. This numerical coincidence has led some people to label casinos as Satan's playground, suggesting a sinister connection. Roulette, a game rooted in chance and luck, contributes to the allure and excitement of gambling. This connection between the number and casinos captures the imagination of many, and it makes us think about the emotional responses tied to numbers. In fact, some players even believe that certain numbers bring either good or bad luck. How do you feel about betting on a game linked to this infamous number? Whether you're rolling the dice or spinning the wheel, understanding these associations adds another layer of intrigue to the gamble. Explore the narrowest street in the world. Rueta Street in Italy is more than just a charming alley. It's a genuine marvel of architectural minimalism. Measuring a mere 40 centimeters at its tightest point, this narrow passageway challenges our thinking about city design and human ingenuity. Located in the picturesque town of Sestri Levante on the Italian Riviera, Rueta Street dazzles visitors with its quaint character and rich history. Imagine walking through such a narrow lane where the walls seem to hug you. This street not only highlights the unique urban planning that adapts to geography, but also reflects the way communities have evolved in cozy spaces. Traditionally, such narrow roads were common in medieval towns, allowing for easy transport and defense. Today, they offer us a glimpse into the past while inviting tourists to enjoy the vibrant local culture. As you meander through Rueta Street and claim your selfie in this tiny space, you might find yourself pondering how in a world full of vast avenues and busy highways, such a narrow gem thrives. Are you ready to step into history? Here's a wild fact about Cafe 33's iced coffee. At this charming cafe in Kyoto, Japan, there's a mind-blowing twist on the classic drink that coffee lovers must try. The iced coffee is served with a special ice cube that contains the coffee itself, instead of using regular ice that can dilute the flavor. This unique presentation not only looks stunning, but also helps maintain the rich taste of the coffee as it slowly melts. Picture this. As you sip your delicious drink, the coffee ice cube gradually releases its flavor, creating a delightful layer of taste with each sip. This innovative concept transforms a simple coffee moment into an unforgettable experience. Plus, it makes for an Instagram-worthy photo that will wow your followers. So when you visit Cafe 33, be sure to order this exciting iced coffee and enjoy the perfect blend of flavor and aesthetics. How cool is it that a simple ice cube can change how we enjoy our favorite drink? Here's a wild fact about Detective Pikachu. This 2019 film marked the first time Pokémon made the leap into live action, combining stunning CGI with real-world settings. Starring Ryan Reynolds as the charming voice of Pikachu, the movie captivated fans of all ages and attracted new audiences to the beloved franchise. With its unique blend of humor and adventure, Detective Pikachu grossed over $430 million globally, showcasing the Pokémon brand's flexibility beyond the classic animated series and video games. The film's success paved the way for future projects, proving that Pokémon can thrive in different formats. This innovative approach allowed fans to see their favorite characters in a fresh light, creating an exciting experience that felt both nostalgic and new. As viewers watched Pikachu solve mysteries alongside his human friend, they were treated to picturesque cityscapes and dynamic action sequences that felt like stepping right into a Pokémon world. Will we see more live-action Pokémon adventures in the future? What if I told you about Mousepad's hilarious origin? The term mousepad made its debut in 1994, emerging from the witty imaginations of Monty Python. In a memorable sketch, the absurdity of computer accessories was playfully highlighted, paving the way for the name we all use today. Once the sketch aired, the name quickly gained traction, evolving from a comedic reference to a staple item in computer setups around the world. These handy accessories are designed to make your computer mouse glide smoothly across surfaces, improving precision whether you're gaming, designing, or just browsing the web. Today, mousepads come in various shapes, sizes, and designs. Some are even customized to fit personal styles. Thanks to that amusing sketch, we now have a quirky name for a device that many of us rely on daily. It's fascinating to think how comedy has shaped our tech vocabulary, right? Who knew that a joke could lead to such a lasting impact on our everyday lives? Discover the amazing Biffalo hybrid species. Did you know Biffalo, a hybrid created by crossing a cow and a bison, is officially recognized as its own species? This intriguing animal emerged in the 1980s, combining the best traits from both parents. Biffalos inherit the hardiness of bison and the gentler nature of cows, making them adaptable to various environments. One of the standout features of Biffalo is its leaner meat, which is delicious and healthier than traditional beef. This has led to a surge in popularity, particularly in about half of the United States, where health-conscious consumers seek alternatives to standard beef. Farmers appreciate Biffalos not only for their meat, but also for their resilience, making them easier to raise in tough conditions. The Biffalo is an exciting example of how hybrid species can offer unique benefits while captivating our interest in the wonders of animal genetics. Get ready for the quirky March of the Gnomes. In Belgium, this lively celebration transforms the streets into a colorful wonderland where participants dress in vibrant gnome costumes, complete with pointy hats and playful accents. Each year, adults gather and parade through town, embracing the spirit of joy and silliness. Think of it as a charming and whimsical festival where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. The event is reminiscent of a playful celebration gone awry, inviting everyone to leave their everyday concerns behind and join in the fun. Spectators can't help but smile as they watch this delightful spectacle unfold, with laughter and cheers filling the air. It's a fantastic reminder that joy can come from the simplest things, like dressing up and celebrating community together. So would you don your own gnome costume and join the parade? You'll be amazed by self-destructing spy papers. In the world of espionage, maintaining secrecy is crucial, and clever gadgets often play a significant role. One of the most fascinating innovations is self-destructing paper. This special type of paper is designed to disintegrate into a mushy pulp when it comes into contact with air or heat. Imagine a top-secret document that you can read but can't hold on to for long. Once a spy has finished using the information, they can simply expose the paper to a heat source or let it sit in an open atmosphere. Within moments, that sensitive data vanishes without a trace. This clever trick not only prevents information from falling into the wrong hands, but it also demonstrates the lengths to which spies go to protect information. So next time you think about secret missions, remember that even the paper can play a pivotal role in keeping secrets safe. Can you believe the White House went dry? During the presidency of Rutherford B. Hayes, a remarkable decision was made by him and First Lady Lucy Hayes. They banned alcohol from the White House. This initiative, which took place in the late 1800s, was part of a broader temperance movement sweeping across the United States at the time. Lucy Hayes, known as Lemonade Lucy, was particularly passionate about this issue and believed in promoting healthier choices for her family and guests. With the ban in place, the White House transformed into a dry haven, where lemonade and other non-alcoholic beverages became the norm during official events. This bold move sparked both support and criticism, illustrating the ongoing struggle over alcohol regulation in America. Can you imagine how different social gatherings in the White House might have felt without the clinking of glasses filled with wine or whiskey? Believe it or not, filming The Shining was brutal. During the making of this iconic horror film, actress Shelley Duvall experienced extreme stress under the direction of the infamous Stanley Kubrick. Known for his meticulous and often harsh filmmaking style, Kubrick pushed his cast to their limits. Duvall, dedicated to her role as Wendy Torrance, faced immense pressure that took a toll on her mental and physical health. Reports indicate that she suffered hair loss and emotional breakdowns throughout the filming, all while trying to embody a character under such intense conditions. Although she received criticism for her performance at the time, modern perspectives recognize her extraordinary commitment. Fans of the film now appreciate how her struggles contributed to the memorable and chilling atmosphere of The Shining. Can you imagine enduring such hardships for a film? Let's uncover the truth about brain cell regeneration. While our bodies are amazing at healing, some cells, like neurons in the brain, don't regenerate frequently. This lack of regeneration can lead to serious consequences, including permanent brain damage in certain situations. Neurons are responsible for sending and receiving signals that allow us to think, move, and feel. Unlike skin or blood cells, which can renew quickly, neurons remain largely fixed in number throughout our lives. When these critical cells are damaged, such as from a stroke or traumatic injury, the brain struggles to repair itself, potentially resulting in lasting effects like memory loss or trouble with coordination. Understanding this limitation highlights the importance of protecting our brains. Whether through healthy habits or seeking prompt medical care, safeguarding these vital cells can help maintain our cognitive health as we age. So how can we better protect our brains? Here's something incredible about social spiders. These fascinating creatures live together in large groups and work as a team to build massive webs that can stretch across trees, bushes, and even buildings. Imagine a web so big it looks like a city in the sky. Each spider contributes to the structure, weaving silk in a cooperative effort that showcases teamwork on a grand scale. This behavior not only helps them trap more prey, but also offers protection from predators. Social spiders can share food and care for each other's young, creating a strong community. One of the most well-known species, the Anolosomus eximius, can form colonies of thousands of spiders, turning them into a living web of cooperation. Their ability to collaborate and thrive in such close quarters offers amazing insights into social behavior in nature. Have you ever seen a spider web that massive? Is it really true that Shakespeare named our favorite girls? You might be surprised to learn that names like Jessica, Olivia, and Miranda can all be traced back to the famous playwright William Shakespeare. He either invented these names or made them popular through his captivating plays. For instance, Jessica comes from Shakespeare's play The Merchant of Venice, where she is the lively daughter of Shylock. Olivia, featured in Twelfth Night, is a strong character known for her wit and independence. Miranda appears in The Tempest as a symbol of innocence and curiosity. Their stories and adventures help cement these names in popular culture, leading to their charm and appeal even today. As modern parents search for unique and meaningful names for their girls, it's incredible to think that they may choose from names bestowed upon us by one of the greatest writers in history. How cool is that? This might surprise you. A toy in a lung? In a remarkable medical twist, doctors thought they were dealing with a dangerous tumor when they found a mass in a 47-year-old man's lung. However, upon closer examination, they uncovered a Playmobil toy traffic cone. This bizarre story begins back on the man's 7th birthday in 1974, when he accidentally swallowed the colorful cone. Surprisingly, His body managed to adapt over the years, allowing him to live normally without any noticeable symptoms for nearly 4 decades. The airway evolved to accommodate the foreign object, which is quite unusual. Most swallowed objects can lead to painful issues, but this man appeared to defy the odds until he reached his 40s. The case highlights both the resilience of the human body and the strange paths that medical mysteries can take. As it turns out, sometimes what lies beneath the surface is far more surprising than we could ever imagine. Can you believe a childhood toy could cause such a unique health mystery? Guess what really drives medieval castle designs? During the Middle Ages, castles weren't just fancy homes for nobles. They were vital military strongholds designed to defend against invaders. These impressive structures featured thick stone walls, moats filled with water, and narrow arrow slits where archers could shoot at enemies while keeping safe inside. Castles were often built near rivers or trade routes, allowing lords to control important territories and gather taxes from merchants. Their strategic locations meant they could provide protection to local people and a base for governing their lands. Some castles even had drawbridges that could be raised to block attackers. Imagine standing in a castle courtyard, looking out over the landscape that the same walls have safeguarded for centuries. Isn't it fascinating how architecture combined with military strategy shaped the lives of people back then? Can you believe productivity is more than just speed? Achieving maximum efficiency in any field isn't as simple as it sounds. While many may think of productivity solely in terms of speed, like cranking out tasks as quickly as possible, the reality is much more complex. The concept of productivity involves balancing quality and speed to obtain the best results. For example, in industries like manufacturing, rushing a product can lead to defects, ultimately wasting time and resources. Similarly, in creative fields, taking time to brainstorm and refine ideas often yields better outcomes than hastily putting something together. This idea of multifaceted productivity applies not only to work environments but also to personal tasks, where being organized and focused can make a huge difference. As we strive for greater efficiency, it's crucial to remember that rushing is not always the answer. Instead, it's about finding the right pace that allows for thorough and thoughtful progress. So how do we redefine productivity for our modern world? Let's uncover the truth about DNA storage. Did you know that DNA is one of the most compact and efficient information storage systems we know? In each human cell, there's about 6 feet, 2 meters, of DNA packed inside. This remarkable molecule carries all the genetic instructions required to build and sustain our bodies. If you were to stretch out all the DNA found in a single human body, it would reach an astonishing 67 billion miles, which is enough to journey to Pluto and back 10 times. This incredible density means that DNA can store an estimated 215 petabytes of information per gram. To put that into perspective, just 1 petabyte can hold about 500 billion pages of standard text. With the world generating more data every day, scientists are exploring DNA as a potential solution for future data storage challenges. Imagine if libraries and hard drives could be replaced with tiny strands of DNA that hold entire archives of knowledge. The future of information might just lie within our genetic codes. Did you know cheese is a target for thieves? It's hard to believe, but around 4% of the world's cheese is stolen. This surprising statistic reveals how this beloved dairy product is becoming a high-risk item for retailers. Cheese theft happens for various reasons, such as its high value and demand. Many cheese varieties, especially gourmet or specialty types, can be quite expensive, making them tempting targets for those looking to make a quick profit. Some retailers have even had to resort to adding security measures like cameras and alarms in their dairy sections to deter thieves. Interestingly, this theft isn't limited to small shops. Larger distributors and supermarkets face these challenges too. The cheese industry is vast and diverse, encompassing everything from cheddar to brie, but the risk of theft remains a serious issue. So next time you enjoy a slice of your favorite cheese, think about the journey it took to get to your plate and the unusual challenges it faced along the way. Prepare to be amazed by the AD and BC dating system. This fascinating system, which we still use today to label years, was proposed by a monk named Dionysius Exiguus in 525 AD. Dionysius aimed to create a consistent method to determine the date of Easter. However, it wasn't until the 9th century that the AD, Anno Domini, and BC before Christ designations gained widespread acceptance across Europe. This delay in adoption shows how new ideas can take time to catch on, even when they are useful. The AD and BC system divided history into the years since the birth of Jesus Christ and the years before that, making it easier for future generations to understand chronological events. By using this system, historians and people everywhere can communicate clearly about the past and present. Isn't it interesting how one monk's idea shaped the way we see time? Guess what really thrives in total darkness? Unique organisms like blind salamanders and cavefish have made a remarkable life in the pitch-black depths of caves. These creatures are fascinating examples of evolution, adapting over generations to their dark environments. For instance, blind salamanders have lost their eyesight entirely, relying on other senses to navigate their subterranean world. Likewise, cavefish have developed sensory adaptations that help them find food and mates in total darkness. But caves aren't just home to interesting animals. They also hold remarkable geological features. Take the Sun Dam Cave in Vietnam, where underground rivers carve out awe-inspiring rock formations over centuries. These rivers not only shape the cave's physical structure, but also create unique ecosystems that sustain various life forms. The interplay between the dark habitat and life forms there showcases nature's incredible ability to adapt and thrive. What other secrets might these hidden worlds reveal? Surprisingly, it's a fact that April 2nd is National PB&J Day, a delightful celebration of the beloved peanut butter and jelly sandwich. This tasty combo became a staple during World War II, fueling hungry soldiers and quickly making its way into American homes. Today, people honor this iconic duo with fun activities like themed food challenges, where you might see how many sandwiches can be made in a minute, or even create the wildest flavor combinations. Social media lights up with creative PB&J tributes, showcasing everything from classic recipes to fancy gourmet twists. Bakeries and grocery stores get in on the fun too, offering special promotions and treats to celebrate this nostalgic favorite. So whether you're enjoying a simple sandwich or experimenting with new flavors, April 2 is the perfect day to savor the joys of peanut butter and jelly. Hard to believe, but pharmacies sold whiskey during Prohibition. This unusual twist in American history turned drugstores into buzzing hotspots for booze. Prohibition, which began in 1920, aimed to eliminate alcohol consumption altogether. However, it created a lucrative loophole that allowed pharmacies to sell whiskey as a medicinal product. Doctors even wrote prescriptions for it, stating it could cure various ailments. As a result, many people flocked to local drugstores to grab their prescribed whiskey, leading to a surprising surge in sales for these pharmacies. Some enterprising pharmacists even mixed in their own concoctions to make the whiskey taste better. This unexpected boom in business shows how restrictive laws can sometimes fuel innovation, even in unexpected ways. So while officials thought they had stopped drinking, they inadvertently helped it thrive in a new form. How ironic is that? Guess what really drives Japan's talented geishas? Geishas are unique artists in Japan, blending traditional crafts with modern creativity. The term refers to individuals specialized in various artistic disciplines, including painting, calligraphy, and crafts like pottery and woodworking. These talented individuals undergo rigorous training to master their chosen art forms, often starting at a young age. What makes their work stand out is the seamless fusion of Japan's rich cultural heritage with contemporary influences, allowing them to create pieces that resonate with both locals and visitors alike. Geishas often showcase their artwork in exhibitions and workshops, providing an opportunity to inspire others and pass on their skills. Many geishas also engage in community projects, promoting art appreciation among younger generations. Japan's commitment to supporting these artists ensures that traditional techniques are preserved while encouraging innovation. This vibrant blend of past and present makes the work of geishas truly captivating. So the next time you see a stunning piece of Japanese art, remember the talented geishas behind it. Here's a wild fact about the placebo effect. The placebo effect shows just how powerful our minds can be when it comes to health. Imagine a situation where someone thinks they are getting real medicine, yet it's just a sugar pill or saline injection. Surprisingly, many individuals experience genuine improvements in their health simply because they believe they are being treated. This phenomenon reveals the connection between mind and body, proving that our expectations can significantly influence our physical well-being. Research suggests that this effect works through various mechanisms, like reducing stress and enhancing brain activity related to pain relief. Doctors often utilize the placebo effect in clinical trials to measure the efficacy of actual drugs. It's fascinating that our brains can trigger healing responses by just thinking we're receiving medicine. This means that belief plays a crucial role in recovery. Next time you hear about a new treatment, consider how your mindset might be just as important as the medicine itself. Could our thoughts be the best medicine? What if I told you about soldier teeth dentures? Long before the era of modern dental care and synthetic materials, people turned to a rather shocking source for dentures. In times of war, when casualties mounted, some clever folks discovered that the teeth of deceased soldiers could be used as replacements for those who lost their own. These gruesome yet practical dental solutions weren't uncommon during the 18th and 19th centuries, as many sought a way to replace lost teeth without the luxury of contemporary options. Not only did this practice raise ethical questions, but it also highlighted the lengths people would go to maintain appearances and functionality. Imagine having a part of history in your mouth. Although today's dentures are crafted from durable plastics and metals, the story of these soldier teeth provides a fascinating glimpse into how society adapted in tough times. So, next time you hear about dental technology, think back to those unconventional, eerie days of reusing human teeth. Can mustard really ease your cramps? Researchers have discovered that mustard may offer relief from painful cramps by activating nerve receptors in the body. This clever little condiment works by sending signals that distract your nervous system, potentially alleviating discomfort during those uncomfortable moments. Imagine reaching for a bottle of mustard when cramps strike instead of relying solely on over-the-counter pills. Lab studies suggest that the active compounds in mustard, such as allyl isothiocyanate, play a vital role in this process. When these compounds interact with specific receptors, they can help to mask the pain signals that your body sends to your brain. Not only is this method intriguing, but it also points towards natural remedies that can complement traditional pain relief options. So the next time you're cooking with mustard or enjoying a hot dog, remember that it might do more than just add flavor to your meal. It could actually help tackle those pesky cramps. Who knew a simple condiment could be so powerful? What if I told you red pandas are cuddly blankets? These adorable creatures, native to the cool temperate forests of the Himalayas and southwestern China, have a unique way of staying warm while they snooze, with their thick and fluffy tails that can be almost as long as their bodies. Red pandas wrap themselves up like cozy little bundles. This not only helps them maintain warmth in chilly environments, but also provides comfort as they sleep high in the trees. Red pandas are excellent climbers, spending much of their time in the branches where they hunt for their favorite food, bamboo. Their tails serve another purpose too. They help with balance while navigating through their arboreal habitat. When it's time to rest, a curled-up red panda looks like a fluffy ball, perfectly camouflaged among the leaves. So next time you see a sleepy red panda, remember that its stunning tail is more than just a pretty accessory. It's a vital tool for survival in the wild. Did you know computers once filled entire rooms? In the early days of computing, machines like ENIAC and UNIVAC were colossal, taking up the space of large rooms and weighing tons. These early computers relied on punch cards for input, meaning users had to send instructions through the mail. Imagine mailing a physical card just to run a simple program. Because of their size and complexity, only a few were available, and they were primarily used by government and research institutions. Fast forward to today, and we have devices that fit in our pockets, thanks to incredible advancements in technology. The rapid evolution from room-sized behemoths to sleek smartphones shows just how far we've come. But just think, how did we make this leap in such a short time? Hard to believe, but the largest stolen is massive. A famous German Christmas cake was baked in 2010 and measures an astonishing 10 meters, 236 on 55 feet long. This gigantic treat was made in the Haarlem railway station in the Netherlands and took 2.5 hours to cook. Imagine the ingredients. It required enormous quantities of flour, butter, dried fruit, and marzipan, making it a true baker's marvel. Stalin itself has a rich history, originating from Dresden, Germany, and is famous for being dusted with powdered sugar, giving it a snowy appearance that perfectly captures the holiday spirit. Today, it's adored by people around the world, showing just how much joy food can bring during festive seasons. How cool is it that a single cake can become such a symbol of celebration and togetherness? This might surprise you. Neuroscience still holds mysteries. Despite major advancements, scientists have yet to fully understand how the brain creates consciousness. Our minds are incredibly complex, and while we know a lot about brain structures and functions, much remains a puzzle. Researchers are diligently exploring the links between biological processes and our awareness of self and the world around us. By unraveling these mysteries, experts believe we could unlock new doors in artificial intelligence, allowing machines to think and learn in ways we can only imagine. Additionally, understanding consciousness could lead to breakthroughs in medicine, enhancing treatments for neurological disorders and mental health issues. As we delve into the brain's depths, every discovery brings us one step closer to grasping the essence of what makes us human. What secrets still lie hidden within those folds of gray matter? Did you know the Monkees won an Emmy in 1967? This quirky band, originally formed for a television show, surprised everyone by winning the Emmy for Outstanding Comedy Series. The Monkees, consisting of members Davy Jones, Mickey Dolenz, Peter Tork, and later Mike Nesmith, were created to capture the spirit of the Beatles' popularity in the 1960s. While they began as a fictional band on a sitcom, audiences fell in love with their catchy songs and humorous antics. Their series combined music with comedy, leading to hilarious episodes filled with zany situations, and their ability to resonate with fans was undeniable. Their Emmy win highlighted that they weren't just a pop band. They had significant cultural impact and comedic talent that appealed to both kids and adults. People often forget that the Monkees were more than just a music group. They were trendsetters who shaped pop culture in ways that continue to influence entertainers today. Can you think of other bands that have made such a leap into television and won awards? Did you know that Christmas trees in Canada have a winter secret? Each year, as winter descends, something fascinating occurs within these evergreen beauties. The heart of a Christmas tree stops beating, entering a state of dormancy that helps it survive the cold months. By July 16th, an amazing transformation takes place. The tree's eyes or buds turn a frosty white, making it look like a stunning crystal angel. This seasonal change is part of the tree's natural cycle, allowing it to conserve energy and protect itself against freezing temperatures. The heart stopping might sound dramatic, but it's nature's way of getting ready for spring. During this magical transition, the tree stores nutrients and moisture, preparing to burst back to life when warmer weather arrives. It's a beautiful reminder of nature's resilience. How many other secrets do our trees hold? Guess what really drives McDonald's global popularity? McDonald's, the world's largest fast food chain, operates in over 100 countries and on every continent except Antarctica. With more than 38,000 locations worldwide, McDonald's adapts its menu to local tastes, creating unique dishes that resonate with customers. For instance, in the Philippines, you can find a mixed baguette bursting with flavors, while in Egypt, the McFalafel offers a delicious twist for fans of Middle Eastern cuisine. This clever marketing strategy has not only expanded its menu, but also strengthened its brand across cultures. By embracing local favorites, McDonald's showcases its commitment to understanding and delighting diverse customers. This adaptability is what keeps people coming back, whether they're in bustling Tokyo or a small town in Brazil. So how does McDonald's keep inventing new favorites while staying true to its core offerings? You might be amazed by Malayalam's unique features. Malayalam, a beautiful language spoken in the Indian state of Kerala, is not just a means of communication. It's also a fascinating linguistic palindrome. This means that when you spell it backwards, it looks exactly the same as when you spell it forwards, a rare feat not common in many languages. With over 30 million speakers, Malayalam is cherished for its rich literary heritage and poetic traditions, showcasing the culture and history of its people. The script of Malayalam comes from ancient Brahmic alphabets, adding depth to its uniqueness. Language lovers often find its palindrome status a delightful trivia fact, making it popular in language games and competitions. Whether you're a linguist or just someone who enjoys exploring new cultures, Malayalam offers a glimpse into the incredible diversity of human language. So why is a palindrome like Malayalam significant? It sparks curiosity and reminds us of the wonderful quirks that languages can have. Believe it or not, your stomach can dissolve metal. This incredible ability comes from the highly acidic digestive juices packed in your stomach, which reach a pH level of around 1 to 3, making them more acidic than a lemon. This strong acid helps break down food, but it's tough enough to eat away at metal if given the chance. Luckily, our stomachs are built with a clever defense mechanism. They continuously regenerate their protective lining every few days. This lining is made of special cells that shield the underlying tissue from the harsh acids. If your stomach didn't have this ability to renew itself, it could face serious damage from the very acids designed to help you digest your meal. So the next time you enjoy a meal, remember the amazing ways your body protects itself while breaking down food. Isn't that a fascinating survival trick? Let's uncover the truth about Singapore's uniqueness. Singapore stands out as a remarkable place where a single entity operates as a city, state, and island all at once. Imagine a bustling metropolis packed with skyscrapers, cultural diversity, and delicious food, all situated on a small island just off the southern tip of Malaysia. This tiny nation, often referred to as a city-state, is rich in history and innovation, making it a global hub for finance and technology. Besides being a vibrant urban center, Singapore is also known for its stunning greenery and carefully planned public spaces, which integrate nature with modern living. The seamless blend of city life and island charm, along with its impressive economic growth, captures the attention of travelers and businesses alike. How does a place so compact manage to teem with such energy and opportunity? What if I told you aluminum is a recycling superstar? Nearly 75% of all aluminum ever produced in the United States is still in use today, making it one of the most recycled materials on the planet. This incredible number means that much of the aluminum used in cans, foil, and even airplanes gets a second, third, or fourth life instead of ending up in a landfill. However, it's surprising that the country still discards a staggering $700 million worth of aluminum each year. Why is this happening? Many people don't realize that recycling aluminum is not just easier, but also saves energy. In fact, recycling aluminum uses 95% less energy than creating new aluminum from raw materials. Learning to recycle correctly can significantly reduce waste and contribute to a more sustainable future. So next time you crack open a soda can, remember, recycling aluminum is not just a choice. It's a powerful way to protect our planet. Did you know British history involves complex ties with Palestine? During the tumultuous period of the early 20th century, Britain held significant influence over the events shaping the Arab community in Palestine. Following World War I, the British Mandate established their control over the region, leading to a mix of political tensions and aspirations for independence among the local population. This era saw numerous incidents, including clashes and protests, which tragically resulted in the deaths of several individuals. The British government's actions often sparked outrage within the Arab community as they navigated their identity and desires for sovereignty. Additionally, British policies sometimes favored certain groups over others, creating rifts that still echo through history today. While the interactions between the British and the Palestinian Arab community sought to promote stability, they often resulted in deep-rooted conflicts. Understanding this complex relationship sheds light on the historical narratives that continue to shape the region's dynamics today. What lessons can we learn from such important events? Believe it or not, a diamond teapot exists. This extravagant masterpiece is adorned with an astonishing 500,000 diamonds, turning a regular teapot into an absolute treasure. Crafted for luxury and opulence, it raises the stakes of tea drinking to a whole new level. Just imagine the sheer beauty and sparkle of over 500,000 diamonds glinting in the light, creating a dazzling display that is not only a container for tea but a stunning work of art. The teapot's price tag would likely be in the millions, making it not just a teapot, but a symbol of extreme wealth and excess. However, this extravagant decor comes with its own challenges. One tiny spill could mean a significant loss, transforming a casual tea time into something akin to a high-stakes game. So who would want to enjoy tea from such a spectacular yet risky vessel? This unique creation sparks a curious conversation about art, luxury, and the stories behind life's most extravagant objects. Are we celebrating craftsmanship or just showing off wealth? What do you think? What if I told you about Cambi's unique snow? Cambi, also known as Volcan Cambi, is an extraordinary volcano located in Ecuador that boasts a permanent snowcap. This majestic peak rises tall above the surrounding landscape, and interestingly, its southern slope holds the title for being the highest point on Earth crossed by the equator. This means that while the equator is typically associated with warm temperatures and tropical climates, Cambi defies that expectation by maintaining its snowy summit year-round. As the only equatorial point with snow cover, it offers a stunning contrast to the lush greenery found in the lowland areas nearby. Visitors to Cambi can experience breathtaking views and a unique opportunity to see how diverse Earth climates can be, all in one remarkable spot. So, next time you think of the equator, remember that there's a snow-capped wonder waiting in Ecuador. Here's a wild fact about hearing and death. The last sense to fade when a person dies is actually hearing. This intriguing detail suggests that even if a patient appears unresponsive, they might still be aware of the world around them. Imagine being in a hospital room, surrounded by the quiet beeping of machines, and your loved ones softly speaking to you, even if you can't respond. Because of this understanding, many healthcare professionals choose to communicate gently with patients in their final days. They realize that their words could be the last sounds a person registers. This compassionate approach not only honors the experience of the patient, but also offers comfort to families during a deeply emotional time. This insight into human perception brings a new perspective on how we treat those at the end of life, reminding us of the power of our words, even in silence. Have you ever heard about the tragic MRI accident? In 2001, a 6-year-old boy lost his life during an MRI scan, an event that shocked the medical community and brought attention to hospital safety. The incident occurred when the machine's powerful magnetic field unexpectedly yanked a metal oxygen tank from across the room. This tank struck the boy in the head, causing a skull fracture while he was sedated and unable to react. The tragedy raised serious questions about how hospitals handle safety protocols during MRI procedures. In response, medical institutions across the globe initiated thorough safety reviews, focusing on potential hazards involving metal objects near MRI machines. These reviews led to stricter guidelines surrounding the types of equipment allowed in MRI rooms and greater training for medical staff to recognize and mitigate risks. As a result, this heart-wrenching incident allowed for improvements that could prevent future accidents, emphasizing the importance of vigilance in healthcare environments to ensure patient safety. Could more stringent measures save lives in the future? Surprisingly, monkey calls reveal testicle secrets. Research indicates that there's a fascinating link between the loudness of a monkey's call and the size of its testicles. Monkeys with smaller testicles tend to produce much louder calls compared to their larger testicled counterparts. This unusual phenomenon may act as a compensatory strategy for those with smaller testicles, helping them overcome potential reproductive disadvantages. By calling out loudly, they might be signaling their presence to attract mates, despite their anatomical limitations. This intriguing behavior highlights the complexities of animal communication and evolution. In the animal kingdom, every trait serves a purpose, and loud calls can be a way to balance the scales in the mating game. Scientists believe these strategies shed light on how animals adapt their behaviors for survival and reproduction, pushing the boundaries of what we understand about evolution and attraction? Think about it. How does nature inspire such unique adaptations in other species? Believe it or not, tiny versions sparked big debates. Preformationism was a fascinating theory that captured the imagination of scientists between the 1600s and 1800s. Imagine a world where everyone believed that organisms developed from miniature versions of themselves, like a dollhouse model waiting to grow up. This idea suggested that a tiny version of an adult existed right from the start, just needing to grow larger over time. Proponents of this theory pictured embryos as tiny, already formed beings, just waiting to unfold. It piqued the interest of many famous scientists, driving them to explore the mysteries of life. But as our understanding of biology advanced, this theory faced strong challenges, especially with the discovery of cells and genetics in the 19th century. While preformationism eventually fell out of favor, it opened the door to discussions that shaped modern biology. Isn't it incredible how ideas evolve over time? Is it really true that Ritalin has a personal story? The well-known medication Ritalin, widely used to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, ADHD, has a heartwarming origin linked to its creator's love life. Named after Rita, the wife of Dr. Leandro Panizzo, one of the pioneering scientists behind the drug, Ritalin came about during a time when ADHD treatments were limited. Dr. Panizzo wanted a name that represented care and personal connection, so he chose to honor his wife. Interestingly, Rita was also among the first individuals to participate in testing this groundbreaking medication. Since its introduction, Ritalin has become a cornerstone in managing ADHD, helping countless individuals focus and achieve their potential. This unique backstory adds a fascinating layer to the medication, reminding us that science often intersects with personal stories. What other surprising facts are hidden in our medicines? Here's a wild fact about Daniel's amazing brain. Daniel is not your average person. He is a savant with synesthesia, which means he experiences numbers in a vibrant, sensory way, turning them into colors, shapes, and even sounds. This fascinating ability allows him to engage with mathematics at a level most people can only dream of. For instance, he can recite over 22,000 decimal places of pi, showcasing not only his incredible memory, but also his unique perception of numbers. Additionally, Daniel speaks 11 languages and performs complex calculations much faster than a typical scientific calculator. His extraordinary mind allows him to navigate the world in a way that feels rich and textured, proving just how diverse human cognitive abilities can be. Isn't it amazing how differently our brains can work? Believe it or not, early maps featured sea monsters. Cartographers in ancient times had a tough job. They didn't have satellite images or GPS, so they relied on what they knew and their imagination. When they faced blank spaces, they often filled these areas with artistic interpretations instead of accurate details. This led to strange illustrations like fearsome sea monsters lurking in the ocean. These imaginative creations reflected the fears and curiosities of the people during that time. A map might show a vast sea, but without real knowledge of what lay beneath, it became a canvas for creativity. While today's maps are precise, these early versions remind us how much humans have always sought to explore the unknown, blending art with geography in a way that still captivates us. Isn't it fascinating to think about those bold adventurers sailing into the unknown with mythical creatures by their side? Hard to believe, but Seth wrote about comas. This talented songwriter penned a quirky tune that claimed comas were silly, poking fun at the idea. However, life has a funny way of turning the tables. Not long after he composed that catchy song, Seth found himself in a coma due to a sudden health crisis. When he eventually woke up, he couldn't help but chuckle at the irony. The experience, he remarked, was just as silly as he had joked about in his lyrics. Despite the seriousness of a coma, Seth described it almost humorously, reflecting on how surreal it felt. This twist of fate reminded him that sometimes our own words can come back to surprise us in unexpected ways. Seth's story teaches us that humor can be found even in difficult situations, and that life is full of unpredictable moments. What do you think he learned about his own lyrics? You won't believe Sandra Bullock's Matrix role. In a surprising twist of Hollywood fate, Sandra Bullock was almost cast as Neo in the iconic film The Matrix. During the casting process, the film's producers faced challenges in finding the perfect male actor to take on the groundbreaking role of Neo, originally crafted as a male character. At one point, they even considered making Neo female, which would have radically changed the film's dynamic. This innovative thinking showcased how flexible the film industry can be, particularly in the face of unexpected hurdles. Ultimately, the decision landed on Keanu Reeves, whose portrayal has since become legendary. Bullock's acclaimed performances in other films remind us of her diverse talent, and it's fascinating to consider how the story of The Matrix might have evolved with her in the leading role. Can you imagine the film with Sandra Bullock as Neo?